You can debate me on this. I don't care. You can do it in the comments. If there are no comments, I'm sorry. I can't do anything about that. I am doing a video on Shameless characters, the main ones, because I'm rewatching it currently. I watched it last year for the first time, and I felt like rewatching it, and now I want to say my opinions on the characters, so I'm doing that. Spoiler warning for the show, if you haven't seen it and you want to, or, yeah, spoiler warning. So first is Monica Gallagher. I don't hate her, but I also don't like her. She's not the worst character in the show. She has bipolar disorder, and I get that can be hard, especially when you are unmedicated, which she is. And if you have bipolar disorder, you need to be medicated. But even when she is medicated, she's kind of an asshole. Like, I just don't like her. And that whole thing in season 1 when she came back and tried taking Liam, like, that was insane. I don't know why she thought that Fiona would let her take Liam, because she abandoned them in the first place. And then she comes back throughout the show a few times before she dies. She's kind of annoying, coming back constantly and then leaving again. It's the whole thing. And that whole scene during Thanksgiving, I don't remember which season that's from, but that happening, that was complicated too. I don't know, she's kind of a mess. And I'm fine with messes, but I don't like Monica. Okay, Frank Gallagher, the dad. Monica's the mom, by the way. He's complicated. I don't like him either. And Terry Milkovich is by far worse than Frank. But Frank is very self-centered. And he's not a good person to be around ever, which is probably why Fiona doesn't want to take care of him anymore. There are times where I feel bad for him. There are probably times where I feel bad for most of the characters. Most, not all. I do kind of like how he is with Franny and Liam, because, I don't know, he seemed to try and redo being a dad, or / grandpa, since Franny isn't his kid. But he's just mean. And the alcohol might have something to do with that, but he's been drinking for a long time, and he's the same drunk that he is not drunk or sober, so I don't really know. It's just kind of eh. And there are actually moments where I think he might care a little bit, just a bit, about his kids. Those being Fiona, Libby, and Carl, and Debbie, and Liam. He doesn't show it, though, so it's kind of hard to defend him, which is why I'm going to say I don't like him. So, Fiona, who's the oldest child, my opinion of her changes halfway through the show. I like her for the first few seasons, then she starts to piss me off. Because I get it would be hard to raise kids by yourself, and trying to raise yourself, since Frank and Monica just completely gave up. But she uses that excuse so much, and it gets old, and it annoys me. And that whole thing with Liam, and her going to jail because of what she accidentally did. I don't know what I can't say on YouTube. It's very confusing. Anyways. Her in season 8, the season before she left, oh my god, I wanted to punch my screen when she was, drunk all the time. Oh my god, that was so annoying. Even Frank didn't like it, and he's always drunk. And I feel like she's got really mean for no reason, and I could be misremembering. That is a possibility. This is not a professional rating. I'm not good at that. It's just short opinions on the characters. But I don't like her for a lot of the show. I am glad that she got out of Chicago, because she needed to. Uh, but I don't know. Her whole personality and everything just changed, and it was not a good change. Lip, or Philip, which is his full name. I do like him for the most part. Him failing and dropping out of college and drinking a bunch and thinking he wasn't smart enough is kind of stupid because he was, and he could have gone super far, but he didn't, so. And no one could really convince him otherwise, so that was annoying. He does care about his siblings. That was nice. I do not remember if he was Liam's legal guardian or if he just took care of Liam after what Fiona did. That was sweet. I did like that because he really did not think Fiona could take care of Liam anymore. Yeah, I do like him. He's a good character. Him running after Karen constantly in the first 4 seasons, I don't remember. That was really annoying because Karen is insane and I don't like Karen. So, and Mandy was there and Mandy liked him and he just completely ignored that. So that was annoying. But for the most part, I do like Lip. Ian. I like Ian. He was part of the reason I started watching the show from the beginning, so it was kind of expected that I would like Ian. I liked his EMT career when he worked as an EMT. That was cool. He really liked that. The gay Jesus thing was kind of weird. I understood. I understand why he did that. That was a really weird side plot in that season. I kind of wish he had stood up for himself a bit more in the first 2-3 seasons. Mainly with Cash. I know that he thought that it was fine because he was 15, 16? No. I didn't like that whole Cash relationship that they had, or relationship he had with Cash. He also seems to rely on Lip a lot with a lot of things in both the earlier seasons and the later seasons, so I wish he didn't a lot, or I wish he didn't all the time. But I mean, I like him. He's one of my favorite characters, so. Debbie. Okay. I like Debbie for the first few seasons, and then I start to really, really not like her. She got mean and kind of annoying. And that whole thing with Maddie, I don't know what she was thinking. I don't remember if she was drunk or not, but I don't know what she was thinking. I felt kind of bad when she was younger, she started, what's her name, Holly? No, that doesn't sound right. I'm only in season 2 right now. I probably should have waited to do this, but too late. That girl, Dove Cameron, whatever. Anyway, I kind of feel bad when she started dressing like her to try and get attention from people because she was way too young to be doing that. So I do feel bad for her about that. I like that she kept Franny. Fiona was very much trying to convince her not to keep Franny, but she did, and she loves Franny, so that was cool. I just, through the later seasons, everything, it's like with Lip, everything kind of changed weird, and I didn't like her anymore. So, I know a lot of people like Debbie. Okay, maybe not a lot. I know people like Debbie. I do not. That much. So, sorry. Same with Fiona. I know a lot of people like Fiona, but I don't. Carl. I do like Carl. I didn't know what I would think of him at the beginning, because he is kind of a sociopath. Okay, not kind of. He was a sociopath when he was younger. But, I don't know, his character arc was really cool. Between being in juvie and becoming a police officer, that might have been my favorite, I don't know, era of his. I did like him as a police officer. That was really cool. Being a Gallagher, that he became a police officer, that was just, I don't know, it was cool. And, oh god, White Boy Carl was so weird. That was weird. I like Carl. He's cool. It was sad that he thought that he couldn't get out of the South Side. But I mean, he can. Though by the end of the show, they're still in the South Side, so I don't know. Liam was a baby and a toddler and/or for like most of the show, so I can't really say much about that. When he is a kid, though, he was cool. I liked him. It was sad that he thought he was being abandoned by everyone, since everyone was moving on. He did stick with Frank for a while, and he was like the only one who was sad about Frank dying. So I kind of liked that. That was sweet of him. That was sweet. That whole thing with that girl in school when he was like, I don't know, 10, that was really weird and kind of bleh. But no, I like Liam. He's cool. Kev, or Kevin. I like Kev. He's funny. I wouldn't say he's dumb, he's just slow, which is fine. Some people are slow. I liked that he was nice to the Gallaghers despite them taking stuff from Kevin V for like the first season. And he kept Frank. Like every other bar kicked Frank out except the Alibi. So that was cool. I don't really have much to say about him. I don't know why. I liked how much he wanted to be a dad and how happy he was and how caring he was towards Ethel. He was really sad when she left, so that was hard, but no, that was cool. To see him really want like an adopted kid and everything. Veronica, or V, who's Kev's wife. She was reluctant to having kids, and she didn't really want, she mostly adopted Ethel for the money, but you kind of see a change, and that's nice. Same with Kev. I like how she's nice to the Gallaghers, despite everything. Her and Fiona working together a lot, that was cool. That was kind of hard to watch, her and Fiona not being friends for that one bit. That was really weird, and I don't fully remember why that happened. But I'm glad I'm glad they became friends again, because I like them together. It was hard seeing them move Kevin V at the end, though it was at the end, so you didn't see much of it. And I don't like when people move in shows, so that's kind of my issue. It doesn't have anything to do with them. Oh my god, I forgot about this completely. The weird throuple with Kev and V and Svetlana. That was so odd. I didn't hate it. That was actually kind of interesting, but it was just really weird. I don't know. They seemed to work pretty good together, the three of them, but that was very odd. I had to add in Mickey, because he's my favorite character, and I love him. I like his character arc. I can't decide between whether his or Carl's is more character arcy, but I like Mickey a lot. I started watching the show originally because of Mickey and Ian and their relationship, so that I'm kind of biased on that, but no, I like Mickey. I like his character arc. I like that he is all tough on the outside, but then he really does care about the people he loves. He doesn't care about anyone else on the inside, and it was really sweet. And I really liked his character in seasons 4 and 5 because he really cared, and it showed a lot more. He's not a main character, really. He is for like 3 seasons, but he's a side character for like every other season, or not at all, because he just kind of showed up every now and then. But that was hard to watch, because he's my favorite, so like, him being gone was kind of sucky, but no, I really like him. He's cool. And I liked him from the start, even though he was a huge asshole to everyone. But yeah. Alright, well, that was the video. I don't have an outro anymore, so sorry. Watch Shameless. It's a good show. Though, ask your parents if you're too young, because it's, like, graphic sometimes. Alright.